Hey guys, it's Tartan Konach with another game of Hollow Knight. We're here in the White Palace again. We're at 80% on the game. And depending on how this goes, I'm never going to play this game again. Anyway, we did one side, we've got to do the other. Not that way. No, it is this way? Yes. No. Yes. Right. Well, not off to a great start, right? Hello, son. You say I'm on time? You know, it does happen, but rarely. Ah. So annoying. Ah. We're never gonna do this. Whatever. It doesn't let me see enough to plan, right? I am a person who needs to be able to see what's going to happen to be able to platform it. Yeah, well, you know, the worse I do, the quicker we can play a different game, right? Ah. And then you get up and it's not even, like, this isn't even the end, it just feels like it should be the end of the room. Okay, never mind. It is the end of the room. And then we'll get up here, and when you die, it's still not the end. Hey, Serge. You kept yelling to get Quick Slash. You know, I don't think I ever got it. I did eventually buy a bunch of other charms, but I don't think I got Quick Slash. We got Longnail and Mark of Pride. We finally met the Mantis Lords and beat them. And we bought a bunch of charms from the person, but the Quick Slash, I don't think we ever found that. Yep, we still didn't find it. Yeah, we finally found the person that sold the charms again. It made you go, like, really far around because of the infection, so that was annoying me, and I never just went back over there. Ah. No, ho, ho. Well, you know, it's about to be over again. Well. What the character looks like without the mask? Yeah, I mean, probably like the shade, right? Because you sort of see it when you jump into the pool. Thought we had it. Because we can follow... no, we can't. You know, the slide is important for getting the pacing for the dash. Okay, well, we're never gonna get out of here ever. If I could just see more of the screen. But it's already... Yeah, we're already zoomed out as much as it'll let me, so I don't think... Like, if I could just see 4 times as much of the screen, I'm sure I'd be fine. You know, if all the rules were different. Garbage. Son, I'm unlikely to ever play that on stream. Ah. Bad. Ah, man. Well, the word of the White Palace is that I'm not very good at this. But we just started. Nope, not like that. You gotta wait for the first one to just go by. Long press. Nope, nope, nope. I thought I had it. I was like, there'll be a long press jump, but you gotta do it right there. Yeah. Wait for the second one. You can clear 2 long press jumps and then a jump to the double jump over there. And then we can die here just like we did on the first attempt. Ah, terrible. Say, do I like horror games? I mean, like, some. I don't play that many anymore, I guess. Dead by Daylight is sort of horror adjacent, and I played like 600 hours of that a couple years ago. But I streamed it a couple of times. It's not so enjoyable for me. I get very self-conscious about how loud the scream must be, and I'm like, how could this be enjoyable? And anyway. But I tried to stream it a couple of times, and I was just like, meh. Bad. Ah, come on. Why am I so bad? Did it again. Did it twice in a row. 2 times in a row I did it. That's how many times. Whereas I could have just done that. Just been more patient. Just slid down the side of it. Excellent. Perfect. Wizard. I did it again. I did it again. I tried to back off. You see how he jumped up slightly lower? Not enough. Alright, this room with 5 hearts. There's no way we'll get out alive. Alright. 1, now long press, long press. Nope, nope, missed it. Terrible. Not a long enough press. Nope, man! Man, okay, not timed well at all. Got it. That's better. Yeah, the double jump to accelerate into the top, that's better. Huh. Man, why? Why wouldn't I dash? Why wouldn't I? Why? Alright. One more time with feeling. It's just so annoying. I can't. Sure. Sure. Yeah, much better that way. Yeah, sure. Ay, ay, ay. And that's right, it's not even over. We gotta do more. I totally forgot. Once we got there, we gotta do more. Well, that won't work. Please be over. Oh, it's not. This is the worst day of my life. Oh, man. This is a horror game. Why would somebody play a different game that pretended to scare you when this is the worst thing you can imagine? And then I'm gonna die and do it all over again. After having gotten no better at it at all. You might be thinking, wow, can you always tell the future? I can't. Just sometimes. Alright, there's one timing. Now we just gotta get this one. Art. Ah. Cry, cry, cry. Nope, that's too high. We're gonna die. Well. Well, you know, it's an optional area, but then again, everything in a video game is optional if you could just stop playing. That's too high! Ah, man. Alas. Tried to overcorrect. It's just a bad dash anyway. We wanted to go right here. Still, alright run so far. Of course, we have a part that we can't see and don't know what to do with next, but, you know. In order to complain about that, first we have to get through this successfully, so, you know, it's anyone's guess. Too much. The hitboxes on these are aggravating. See, that one, like, passes right through my face. But, you know, that's okay. I moved too early. I moved too far back. Smart! I hate everything. Good evening, KP. Welcome to my failure. One more time with feeling. Nah, come on. Why am I so dumb? Just wait. Just wait. Why am I so dumb? Oh, come on. Really? Just missed hanging onto the side there? Garbage. Just garbage. Terrible. Well, not like that. Not like that. Drink our 2 hearts of we failed juice. Sorry, soul. Too high. Much too high. Just like way too high on the wall there. This is too low, I think. Nope. Too far to the right. Equally fatal. I hate everything. I'm the worst. Too high, probably. Nope. Too far again. Okay. It makes me so mad. Like how my stupid little cape. No capes. That time my whole face was inside of the saw blade and I deserved to die. Alright, back to this again. Let's keep on failing. We need to find a marker on this wall on the left, like a specific ridge to be on. Nope, not like that. You know, because the jump at the end is every bit as bad as the lineup. I think here, with our knees sort of on top of that rose, that's a good spot. Yep, and then we'll just go into the buzzsaw there. You would think, hey, just don't run into it. You could just not run into it. Wrong. I couldn't. I would do it repeatedly. I would do it over and over again. I would do it until the end of time, or at least until the end of the time of me playing this game, whenever that is. Too high? Yeah, much too high. Too low. Too low, I think. Yep. Hello, failure, my old friend. Okay. Sure. Too slow. Too stupid. Too caped. Too low. Yeah, but there's no way to cancel it, I don't think. I hit the dash button and the jump button. I don't think there's... And that's too high and we'll die. Too high? Nope. Made it. It better be over. Just be over. Thank goodness. Oh, I don't want to do this anymore. Even though there just better not be any more of this garbage. I just don't care. This is how a game can remove my whole will to live. Like, it doesn't even feel good to have done it. Like, who cares, right? Who cares? Not me. Like, what's the point? I don't... Alright, more platforming. Great. At least there's a bench here. Oh, and I can jump off. It's good. It's always nice to be able to jump off. Of course, that means there's probably just going to be a whole bunch of garbage here that's going to make me hate my life. Not like that. That's not going to work. Not like that. That's not going to work. Sure. No, no, no! Alright, at least it didn't make me go all the way down. Oh god. I say. Garbage. I think if we just slide on the wall, we're fine there, actually, so we just need to chill whenever it's around. Well, you know, like I said. Yeah, we could just slide down all the way. Why do I keep jumping and dying? Hate everything. I don't. goes on forever. I think they chose this music because they knew that this would be the last music most people ever heard in Hollow Knight. Far more common than the music of the credits or the music of the intro would be the music of the White Palace, because this would be where people decided that they didn't want to play anymore. And it's just a matter of how much of my life I want to dedicate to figuring out that that's the case for me. My life is like almost worthless to me, but that doesn't mean I should just throw it away on this. Like, I could be playing Total War. I could be planting wheat in Minecraft. There's so many things that are better than this, so why am I here? Like, why am I here? Why am I doing this? And I don't know if this game can answer that question for me. I think it just wants me to quit. Because no part of what I like about Hollow Knight is present here. Besides the music, and the despair, and the art design, and the fluidity of movement. But other than that, nothing that I like about the game is here. Like, it's not bad as a platformer, it's just not like what draws me to this game at all. And in fact, every time there's too many platforming elements, I hate it. Too many meaning, I don't know, 1 or 2, maybe 3, but this is, you know, too many. Please be over. It's not over. Ah, sigh. That's too high, probably, and we're just gonna die because we can't correct it. Yep. That's too low. Probably want your head, like, aligned with the thing. You know, we would have run into that anyway. Well. I guess. I can just remind myself that I didn't have to come here. I wanted to see what else was in the game. And if I don't like it, that's fine. I don't have to have to play anymore. Nope. I hate everything. Wow. 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 That jump's so annoying. I mean, even compared to the rest of these that are all incredibly annoying. Because, like, again, the game wants me to give up, right? And while, like, that's kind of fun from a narrative point of view, like, it just wants me to stop playing. That's all it wants. It wants me to quit. And who am I to argue with the game? Like, what's the point? I don't even care anymore. I care less about what happens to the denizens of this place than I ever have. Even before I played the game, I cared more what was going to happen to this world than I do right now. If I get to burn down this palace, it still wouldn't be worth it. I hate everything. Too low, yep. I know, so yeah, I got a couple things to say too, man. Not like to you, or, you know, like, just about how I don't want to play this game anymore. What's up? How are you? I hate everything. Terrible. I really liked the game most of the time. I didn't like the lantern, and I don't like never liked losing my money. I liked every boss I ever played. I don't like this place at all. Except, again, the art direction and the music and the general theme and the story. It's just everything about playing inside of it that I despise. Everything else is good. It's like having a meal where everything but the taste of the food is perfect. Like, oh yeah, the ambiance was great, and the service was great, and the air temperature was good, and even the lights above the table were not too bright, and there weren't any alarming sounds from the street outside. However, the food was all burned. It was ash within my mouth. Oh, you don't gotta worry about being away, dude. It's all good. You know, you're, obviously your personal and professional and social and every other kind of life comes before before anything that you need to worry about here. You don't gotta explain yourself to me, man. You know, it does. I don't usually have the need for someone to mod in the streams anyway. You know, I'm still not very popular, so that's probably not going to change. We had a third for a bit, but they just like weren't around for a super long time, which, you know, is fine. But you know, it's like, oh, they don't need to be like in the list if I haven't seen them in 5 months. Exploit, you say, have fun with this part, got rid of your want to live. Yeah, I never really spawned with that much of a desire, so this can't take away what I did not possess, which I thought would give me an advantage going in, but you know, it's all just emptiness, shadows and dust. I hate everything. Later, Nessa. Thanks for stopping by the last time I'll ever play Hollow Knight. I hate everything. Already failing. Story of my life. Gah! Literally the worst. Wow. Too low, much too low. Can I adapt? Nope. There's no way out of it. Once you line it up wrong, you just gotta die. Terrible. Yeah, sure. What? What? Oh, there's thorns there, sure. Whatever. If that worked, I'd be really mad for not trying it, but... I don't think it works. No, I appreciate the help. You know, like the Ockerville River song says, wise men know when it's time to go, and so I should too. It's like, I'm only gonna live like 6,000 or 7,000 more years. Do I really want to spend any more time failing here? Do I really? Cui bono? We made it. And now there's more. And now there's more. Yeah, I don't think I want to play this game anymore. Hollow Knight, final thoughts. Brilliant art direction, wonderful music, really responsive gameplay. Interesting structure, you know. I haven't played a lot of modern Metroidvanias, but I played Castlevania and Metroid and stuff. You know, it's a good game. It's a really good game. The boss fights were all fun. They were varied. You know, you learned the timings. It felt rewarding to pull off. It was good. It was a good game. I shouldn't let my feelings about this color my ultimate opinion. Well, you say, how's the stream been so far? I'm quitting the game. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done playing it. I don't want to play it anymore. Anyway, it's fine. It's fine to make a game that makes people want to quit it. It's fine to be too weak to press through your challenges. That's fine too. I just don't want to do it. I just don't. I wasn't having a good time, and I don't think I'll ever have a good time in this game again. They ruined it. They ruined it by giving me more difficulty than I wanted in a format I did not desire. So, you know, good job for them. They found a way to make me not want to play anymore. They may not have been able to do it with a boss, but they certainly could do it with a traversal. And, you know, even though I really cared about what was going on with the story, and even though I really wanted a different ending, and even though I really wanted to fight more bosses, I'm just done with this game. I don't care. I don't care. Let them all rot. Good job. Good job, Team Cherry. You have broken my spirit. Anyway, the game's Hollow Knight. If you're a better gamer than I am, give it a shot. If you're prone to emotional bitterness, despair, and hatred, I just wouldn't play it. I just wouldn't play it at all, because you'll like it for a while, and then this will happen, and it'll all feel just like a waste. If I had stopped when I beat the Hollow Knight at 47%, the only bad thing I would have really had to say about this game was that the lantern annoyed me and it cost too much. But now after this, nah, what are you gonna do? Not everything is built for everybody. Perhaps I don't like it because it damages my ego, because in my head I'm a person that should be able to beat a video game, that should be able to jump and kick off of a wall, that's been doing that in video games for my whole life. But, you know, they made something too hard for me. What are you gonna do? It's a good game. A great game. Guess that's all I've got to say about that. Anyway, see you guys later. Yeah. Blah. Later, Coolio. Later, Log. Later, KP. Later, Surge. Later, Exploit. Later, Sons. Goodbye, everyone. The game is Hollow Knight. May you have a different experience with it than I did. Say love you.